During the fire drill, the substitute teacher grabbed my wrist and hissed, "Do you know how to pick a lock?" I tried to pull away, but her grip tightened. We were standing behind the portable classrooms while everyone else filed toward the football field. "There's a girl trapped in the basement," she whispered. "The alarm isn't a drill." I could smell smoke now, faint but real, drifting from somewhere inside the school. Her name was Ms. Whitfield, and she'd only been subbing for 3 days. The janitor's closet connects to the old storage basement. The door's been padlocked for years. I saw her through the window this morning. She's chained to a pipe. I thought she was insane until she shoved her phone into my hands. The screen showed a photo taken through dirty glass. A teenage girl sitting on concrete, wrists bound, face bruised. I recognized the purple walls. That was definitely our school's basement. I told her we needed to call the cops. She shook her head violently. "I already did. 3 times this week. They said the basement was inspected last month. Empty. They think I'm crazy." Her voice cracked. "The principal knows. I'm sure of it. He's the one who told maintenance to brick up the windows." She pulled out a folded paper from her pocket. It was a work order dated 6 months ago. "Replace basement windows with concrete blocks. Approved by Principal Brickman." At the bottom, someone had scrawled in red ink, "Do not enter under any circumstances." The smoke was getting thicker. Teachers were shouting for students to move faster. Ms. Whitfield grabbed my shoulders. "Your brother was arrested for breaking into cars last year. I read about it in the paper. I figured maybe you learned something from him." She wasn't wrong. Danny taught me to pick locks when I was 12. Said it was a survival skill. She led me toward the side entrance while fire trucks screamed in the distance. We slipped inside through a propped door and the hallway was filling with haze. My eyes burned. The janitor's closet was on the first floor near the gym. Ms. Whitfield kept watch while I knelt in front of the padlock. The lock was old, rusty, probably hadn't been opened in years. I heard footsteps coming, heavy ones. Ms. Whitfield whispered for me to hurry. The tumbler clicked and the lock popped open. We pushed through into darkness and found a narrow staircase leading down. The smoke wasn't coming from here. It was coming from above us, from the main building. Someone had started a fire as a distraction. At the bottom of the stairs, I heard crying, soft, broken sobs echoing off concrete walls. Ms. Whitfield turned on her phone flashlight and swept it across the room. There she was, a girl chained to an exposed pipe, duct tape hanging from her mouth like she'd been screaming through it for days. Her ankles were raw and bleeding. Ms. Whitfield ran to her while I searched for something to break the chain. That's when I heard the door slam behind us. Principal Brickman stood at the top of the stairs holding a fire extinguisher like a weapon. "I knew you'd figure it out eventually, Whitfield. You've been poking around since your first day." He started walking down slowly. "She's my niece. Her parents owed me money. This was supposed to be temporary." Ms. Whitfield positioned herself between him and the girl. I was frozen against the wall. He raised the extinguisher. "You should have just taught the damn class." But he didn't see me pull out my phone. Didn't see that I'd been recording since we entered the closet. Didn't hear the dispatcher's voice coming through my earbuds asking for our location. The police found us 4 minutes later. Principal Brickman tried to run, but 2 officers tackled him in the parking lot in front of 300 students. The girl's name was Melody. She'd been missing for 19 days. Her parents had filed 6 reports. Every single one was dismissed by the same officer who golfed with Brickman on weekends. Ms. Whitfield wasn't a real substitute. She was Melody's aunt, and she'd faked credentials to get inside the school after the police refused to investigate. Brickman got 40 years. The officer got 12.